Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd try another video with myself commenting over the gameplay. Perhaps I can provide some context as to what's going on screen, and explain some things, maybe point out some mistakes in my own play and provide insight into what I was thinking. And with that, let's get started. This is actually my first time watching this game, and straight away I can see I've made a mistake in that I've not built my Talon power generator first. The proper build order, or so I'm told, is always Talon power generator first, and then your headquarters, and then your water tower. I'm not sure entirely on the logic behind that, but it came from one of the more masterful veterans, so there must be something to it. I'm still pretty inexperienced in this game myself. A lot of people in the community are real professionals compared to myself. And we'll see it's a mad scramble for water, as always in Dark Rain. These are often really short games. This one's only about 5 minutes, and it's a small map. Most of the 1v1 maps are quite small, but they still allow for a lot of tactical opportunity. There's a lot of raised sections on this map that only infantry can traverse. The tanks can't get up there, those hills. So I know what I'm thinking at this point, which is build tanks. Just get tanks up and sort of consolidate power in my area of the map rather than trying anything too aggressive by Dark Rain standards. Everything's always aggressive in Dark Rain, but it's just about how aggressive are you. At least in my experience. Don't really know what I'm doing with this rig. I'm not really scouting. I don't really have any information on what my opponent's doing, which is a big mistake in any real-time strategy game. I'm sort of I'm acting blind, so to speak, making decisions without any real information to base them off. I know that so far I haven't been attacked. But yeah, very typical Freedom Guard sort of affair here, with raiders from the training facility and skirmish tanks from the assembly bays. That's what they call factories in Dark Rain, assembly bays. Or assembly plants. Finally going to get a bit of action. 2.5 minutes into the game and I'm getting impatient here. So he's already aggressively taken the middle of the map, the water. He's already harvesting the water there, and he's set up defensive structures. And all that's cost him money that I've just poured straight into offensive units. I'm really not sure what I'm doing with this construction rig. Nothing useful. Just keeping the pressure on. I don't have any plans to really go up in tech or anything at this point. I don't know what my opponent's doing either. It's just spamming my most basic units versus a lot of mercenaries. Martyrs suiciding themselves. I always find those little turrets very intimidating, but you don't really need that many units to focus fire them down. When they're alone, they're fine. It's only when they have units backing them up that they become a real roadblock or an obstacle. Just 2 of those little turrets with a few units surrounding them will completely block off the entrance to a base until your opponent obtains some more sophisticated technology, T2 tanks. So at this point, I've totally ruined his investment into capturing the water in the center, and I'm now consolidating my power further and capturing it myself. The game's looking like it's basically over, although for all I know, he could have rushed straight to Tech 2 and have some triple rail hover tanks hiding up the back of his base, ready to roll out, completely steamroll me. You're never really sure. So I'm still playing to win, going for the economy, trying to get those freighters. Don't get distracted by other things. You've got to destroy that economy. And now I've got the triple rail hover tanks to really lock in the win at this point after aggressively pushing him back into his own base, putting him on the back foot. There isn't much left to say at this point. Now that is a very typical game of Dark Reign. There you go, GG. Gentlemanly as always in real-time strategy games. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you next time for more Dark Reign replays.